This reminds me of a WWE championship belt right here. I had it on my shoulder, right here. If you could smell what The Rock is cooking. Subscribers, they hit me up and they was like, yo, Rashad, I play football, I play basketball, I play this, I run that, I do this. Can you make a video to show me how to run fast? It's me, Rashad, and today I'm gonna talk to y'all about how I feel after completing my second marathon. Let's really get right into the video and talk about the most important stuff that real runners wanna hear. Let's compare my time from the first marathon I ran to the times that I ran in this second marathon. One more thing before we get into it, let's show the medal because I'm really proud of the medal. And y'all may not be as excited to see the medal as I am, as proud to show it off, but I just want to show this medal off. So here's the medal from, hold on, I got so many medals right here. Let's really talk about it. So I ran the 5K the day before the marathon, and I did that because I wanted to get that double play medal. Actually, I'm gonna show the big 5 medal first. This one right here was from running the LA Big 5. You know, I ran cross country before, so it was more fun if anything. Here's the double play medal. It's caught up with this other medal that I'm gonna talk about this last medal right here lastly, but yeah. Cut. All right, I untangled them. So here's the double play medal right here. If any of y'all ever run the LA Marathon, I recommend you run that double play because that's just gonna boost your confidence. All right, so, but I can tell you this, when I got onto the start line of the marathon and I started the first mile, I really felt the fatigue from doing that 5K. So next time, I don't think that I will do the double play. Now the medal we've all been waiting for, especially me. Let's take a look at this. And if you're really a runner interested in knowing my times, stay tuned in the video, boost the like button. This is the LA Marathon medal from this past marathon that was on March 17th. It was on St. Patrick's Day, and so they got the theme of like the clover. Also, the McCourt Foundation. I did actually fundraise for the McCourt Foundation, and I was a part of the TMF team, and that was really fun for me to be a part of that. And we raised $650 for the McCourt Foundation. Shout out to Adam W. and Latrivia B. Those were 2 people that donated, and then I went on ahead and I had to make sure we got to the goal, and I donated the rest of it, and together we did it. All right, I'll talk about this medal lastly. This is not my 3WP channel, but I am about to unrag real quick before I talk about the times. Yep, waves on swim. Do I got a do-rag line? Nope. Cool. So if I pop up the times that I ran in the 2018 LA Marathon and I compare them to the times that I ran in the 2024 LA Marathon, we will see that on the first 5K in 2018 and the first 5K in 2024, that the times were similar. I ran around the same pace. 10K, I ran around the same pace. 15K, I ran around the same pace. And I want to point that out because I just want to make it clear that I was not bullshitting on this 2024 marathon because I ran a slower time this year than I ran in 2018. That's the unfortunate truth. Somebody called me right now, decline. All right, so that's the truth. I wasn't BSing though, all right? Unfortunately, in 2018, I had got an injury the month before the marathon, a foot injury, and that hampered my training. This year, something also happened a month before the marathon, about a month before, and that also hampered my training. I had to go on a vacation, a coerced vacation, this year before the marathon. When I got back to being able to train again, it was about 2 weeks before race day. And so it's like, that's what had happened. Now, in 2018, my Apple Watch froze, so I was not able to get the individual pace for each mile. But this year, my Apple Watch didn't freeze. It's the new Apple Watch. But I have the pace for each mile. Here goes the Nike Run Club calculations for each mile that I ran and the pace that I completed that mile in. As we can see, for the first 10 miles, I ran around 7-minute pace. The next 5 miles got a little bit sporadic, and the pace that I ran was all over the place. As we can see, I ran an 8-minute mile pace. I ended up running a 10-minute mile pace. And then if we go to the next 5 miles after the first 15 miles, we see that, you know, things are still sporadic. And then I ran a 11-minute mile pace, or, you know what I'm saying? But what had happened is when I got to mile 21.5, that's when I hit the wall. It was either, I was trying my hardest not to have to walk. That was gonna boost my confidence tremendously. But I wasn't able to get that confidence boost and those bragging rights of being able to say, I ran the marathon without walking. Yeah, all right. Maybe, you know what? I think now that I just spoke that out into the air, I'm gonna end up running another marathon to the point where I don't walk. You know what I'm saying? Now that's gonna be a big challenge. All right, let's stay tuned for that, man. I don't know when I'm going to decide to do that, because right now I'm training for a different sport that I want to dabble in. I'm in the gym every week. I'm lifting weight right now. All right, so I'm gonna pack on some muscle if I keep doing this correct. Let me take these off real quick. I'm really gonna pack that muscle on. I can't let my medals hit the dirt. I'm really, oh yeah, and this is the same outfit I ran the marathon in. And I got a lot of compliments on this one. People really like on the back of the shirt. And so a lot of runners really felt that. Anyways, the struggle shows who's to be valued and who's worthless, all right? Now I got this on right here. Keep my posture correct, man. Go get you one from Big Five. Shout out Big Five for sponsoring that 5K. Big Five. So it's like, I'm going to gain weight. Let me take this off here. All right, y'all, I'm going to gain weight. I don't know if y'all can see the gains yet. You cannot see the gains yet because I could barely see the gains. But I'm going to get those gains. I'm in the gym every week. I'm going to the gym after I finish this video to push some weight. All right. And my progress is going to speak for itself. If I post a video of my benching weight, all of that. Yeah, as I was talking about the mileage for each, as I was talking about the pace for each mile, we noticed that after mile 21, that all the times were pretty much way above any commendable pace. I had to walk because I was gonna cramp up. Shout out to the lady that gave me the Coke in the middle of the race. That helped me out towards the end. But yeah, the last, how many miles was this? 20? From mile 20 to 26.2, I was, you know what? I was just trying to enjoy the rest of my run, because man, that's really what it was about for me at that point. In the future, I didn't really want to be a marathon runner. I just wanted to challenge, but I am very competitive, and so the fact that I didn't get the goal of running a whole marathon without having to walk, that bothers me. It bothers me, you know. So we'll see. I ran into somebody I knew in high school, Luis. While I was walking, he passed me up. Luis told me on Instagram the next day he wanted to run a time to qualify to run the Boston Marathon. And if we look at my 2018 video, I said something about Boston. Not anyone can just sign up and run for the Boston Marathon. You have to qualify to run in the Boston Marathon. And so I looked up the information and I made the goal in my mind that I want to qualify for Boston on my first marathon run. And so that's my goal. Now, for my age group, to qualify for Boston, you need to run your marathon time in about 2 hours and 50, I can't remember the exact time, but it's 3 hours. So honestly, I feel like I could do it, and that's my goal for this marathon. I'm gonna do it. Other than that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now Luis got me thinking about running a marathon and then qualifying for Boston and then doing the Boston Marathon. But all right, we're gonna see. All right, y'all. That's where I'm gonna leave this video at. Hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time.
What has brought you to this point? What did you learn from it? Are you learning anything, or are you doing it over and over and over again? Are you going through it, or are you growing through it? Are you bigger and better because of it? Things are going to happen to you, and the most important thing to do is to harness your will and let it go. I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it.
Outside from West LA, it's Arshad Robb.
Yes, I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation. Expect things to get better for you, because they are. See, life is cyclic. Whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass.
Arshad Ra the winner at 1:55.90.
A guy in Los Angeles, all over the front page of the newspaper, he just passed the bar after taking it 48 times. He had more than enough reason and excuses not to take it. His son has a law firm. He could have been a legal assistant, a clerk. And people all of a sudden used to laugh at this guy. He was a laughing stock. People will do that to you. You know, people talk about John Kennedy Jr. failing the bar. Did you read in the newspaper that he passed? I didn't see that, but did they make a bigger deal about him passing as they did when he failed? No, you know why? People like to see you fail. They like to see that. People are like that. I don't know why it's set up like that. I was on the expressway, traffic was jammed up. You know what was happening? It was an accident. But people pull over to the side to get out of their car to go look, to see somebody else's suffering. That's why talk shows are so popular. So people like to hear other people's misery, get it caught up in that. Then they go magnify it in their own lives because that's all they focus on.
One of the things you got to understand, my friend, is that you're supposed to fail. You're supposed to fail because failure is the stepping stone to success. You need the logical reason why. Because failure is an experience that lends to wisdom that ultimately makes you a stronger version of yourself. Another one of these cliches or cliche stories is about Thomas Edison, right? When a reporter asked him, you know, what is it, how did you feel about failing 1,000 times? And he said, no, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 different ways that it wasn't gonna work. And that's what's happening with you. But every time he found a way that didn't work, he was adding to his journey. He was growing stronger. He learned something, he discovered something. You are discovering something about yourself, and you're exercising your character every time you get up and try something, move in the direction of something, even if you don't get the thing. It's not about the thing. It's not about making the basketball team. It's not about making $1 million, and it's not about the light bulb. It's about what you learn along the way, who you become along the way, and you're on the journey. And guess what? The journey's hard. The journey is riddled with failure, and that's why most people don't do it. Most people aren't willing to get on that journey because they're afraid to fail. You, my friend, have failed. Congratulations. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to you because it shows that you're alive, it shows that you did something, and it shows that you're growing stronger. Now go and fail again. Bro, I hope you guys that watch these videos, I hope you go and fail 1,000 times. Keep going out there and failing. You know what that means? Every time you fail, it means to me, it tells me that you're doing something.